Hello everybody, my name is Bob, and this is episode 109 of Journey into Space! Now we're going to continue with our journey of the Habexploder, already in progress, but I wanted to take a brief diversion and show you this. This is my Minmus spaceplane. This is the whole thing. There's no boosters, there's no drop tanks. It just takes off, goes to Minmus. I have one already in orbit. Thing is, I'm not sure whether it's going to have enough gas to get into Minmus. We shall find out. Here's a little helicopter fuselage from the Firespitter mod, which can hold 2 space tourists, and the pilot sits here. And it's got the Rapier engines back here and a nuclear engine. I don't know for sure that this is going to make it to Minmus. I guess we're going to find out. Okay, here's the Minmus spaceplane already on orbit. It's got the big solar panels to power up the miner, which is fairly energy intensive, and also the converter, which is somewhat energy intensive. One thing I didn't show you in the spaceplane hangar is, turn around, I do have a tiny engine here roughly at the center of mass, so that when I go to land at Minmus, using these landing gear as the landing gear, I can use that to slow me down. But most of the landing process will be taking place with the nuclear engine. It's a pretty cool design. I've done several designs now of spaceplanes with this cockpit backwards configuration. The problem is that although it looks cool, it puts all the weight in the back. So when it comes to re-enter, what happens typically is its ass will swing forward, and you won't be able to have any kind of control over it after that. What I did to try to avert that is back here on this little wing projection here, I put these air brakes, also from the Firespitter mod, so that if it starts getting ass backwards, I can kick those on and it should straighten it out. I also have more weight forward in this design than I had in some of my previous ones. Okay, well, we shall meet up back at Minmus. Okay, we had enough fuel to achieve Minmus orbit. We don't have any fuel left, so we can't land. So I've got to revisit this design a little bit, put a little more fuel on the nuclear stage. But in the meantime, we will be get back to our journeys of the Habexploder and the Columba Kethane miner in just a moment. I thought I'd show you this too. This is the same Minmus spaceplane. I loaded a quick load, and I just decided I would come in for a landing. Now we shall see whether my redesign of the cockpit back configuration is going to work, or whether I will go ass forward like a bad diver, someone who's jumping off a dive board and insists on going butt first. So we shall see if that happens here. Worst case scenario, I do have those air brakes on the back, so they may help, or they may rip the wings off. I don't know. Okay. All systems appear to be nominal. Excuse me. Okay. And I can see the runway. Probably want to avoid doing maneuvers right now. We ought to just let it sink on in. Then I'll do maneuvers to line up on the runway a little bit better coming in. Come on. It doesn't appear to be wanting to go ass backwards this time. I'm almost lined up on the runway as it is. It shouldn't take too much. Okay. Could fall a little short, perhaps. Okay, and it doesn't want to pick up the nose too much. Nose doesn't want to pick up too much. Now, in a worst-case scenario, I do have a parachute on the underside of this thing, or on the back of this thing. Problem is that it's not really designed to lift up the whole vehicle. So what I'm doing here is hoping that if I have to deploy this thing, that the rest of the aircraft will rip off and leave only the cockpit. Let's see. Yep, pretty hard to keep the nose up. Okay. Nose is pretty wobbly. I didn't reinforce it because when you're doing liftoff, when you're taking off from the runway, the wobbliness of the nose actually works in your favor because these things lift the nose up and help you get off the ground a little bit better. Which how well it's going to work in this scenario, I don't know. Perhaps it won't work at all. Perhaps he'll die. Fredbear, are you okay with dying? I know that we didn't really talk about this too much in training, but you know, have you made your peace with God, or whatever deities or lack thereof which you may ascribe to? It's a little bit easier to control with the engines going. Okay. Line back up again. So you got a ways to go. And of course, this thing was really designed to take off, not to land that much. I didn't really give much thought about to the whole landing part because I was having enough troubles with the taking off part. So when these things, the brakes on these dig in, it may send the nose part digging right into the ground. So I mean that's a possibility. Certainly will require some skillful flying on your part, Fredbear. Alright, we're lined up pretty well. Kill the engine. And drop a gear. What I'll do is when I hit the pavement, hopefully not too hard. When I hit the pavement, I will instead of deploying the wheel brakes, I'll deploy the air brakes. That should avoid the problem of it hitting the nose on the ground, and then only when I get going slow enough, I will hit the wheel brakes. Which is probably what I'm going to do. Yeah. Come on. Stay airborne, please. Okay, let's go ahead and hit the air brakes. Tap the wheel brakes a little bit. Alright. Nice flying, Tex, if I do say so myself. I managed to get this unwieldy behemoth back down on the ground. Right on the old runway. From space to the runway. That is the service we provide on the Minmus Express. Alright. I will... Yeah, I'll do something. What am I doing? Do I want to try to perfect this design and get it to Minmus, or do I want to switch over back to the Habexploder? We'll think about that. Okay, there's been a few changes since since the break. There's been a few changes. One is I replaced the Rapier engines with regular jet engines because they were only able to burn for a very short period of time before they ran out, and the nuclear engine is perfectly fine for finishing up that orbit. So I just switched out for the jet engines, which are have more thrust in the atmosphere and are lighter. I put a docking port up here because I docked with a refueling station in orbit, which you may have seen me speeding past the refueling station in the previous clip. So I went ahead and put a refueling station. It could be, in theory, a self-sustaining station because I could bring fuel back from Minmus to refuel the station, so I wouldn't actually have to make a special trip to refuel the station. So, although I don't know if I can do that this time. Let's see what else. I got RCS on it because it needs to dock with the station. Put a couple extra little tanks down here. Anyway, it's a little bit different than it was last time you saw it, but it has the advantage of it's gotten to Minmus now and is about to land. Okay, here we go. This could be interesting. Especially since I'm about to land on the Columba 2, which is not good. It should be clearance. It's all good. Maybe wondering why I'm landing here. One, there's Kethane here, but also I have these extra astronauts that don't have anything to do because of a manufacturing defect in their rocket. So I'm going to pick up some of those guys and take them home. Pop out the gear. I said pop out the gear. Alright, let's go ahead and... raise up a little bit. Okay. Shut off the nuclear engine. Turn on the other engine. The other engine, yes. Okay, lock the brakes. Turn off the RCS. Alright. Alright, we got that bitch down. Turn off lights. Alright. Spaceplane to Minmus. Okay, let's pick up our passengers. Nope, not a passenger. What is this? That's the Columba 2, right? Yeah, because it's right next to my ship. Okay. No, that's Fredbear. Okay, here we go. This is the Columba 1, which was a bad doer. It had some issues. Okay, you two guys are gonna get to go home. You're fucked. But you two guys are gonna get to go home. EVA. Come on. Maybe I could have that extra guy hang on to the ladder on the Columba 2 or something. Okay. Where's the entrance on this thing? Over there, okay. Okay, dude, I hope you don't mind being sent home on an untested spacecraft, but probably better than the one you've got. Okay. Alright, Limb Tree. You're gonna get a ride home, buddy. What's your name? You're gonna, Urkel. Urkel, you're gonna be there for a while. It's because of your name, Urkel. Your name is Urkel. The cool kids get a ride home. You don't. Although I may have him hang on the ladder on that thing. No, it's a difficult decision. Either to spend the rest of eternity on Minmus, or grab a ladder on a rocket. Alright, well we're going to fill up on Kethane. We're going to fill up on Kethane, and you seem pretty happy. There are guys in a can. It's like, yeah, we're going to live, we're going to get a ride home, yeah! I can't see my keyboard, okay. Excuse me. Fredbear, on the other hand, is not looking too happy about the whole thing. Okay, well, we're going to fill up on Kethane and then take off. Okay, let's head back to Kerbin with our new passengers. Alright, goodbye, Minmus. Goodbye, people. People who are going to the great beyond in one way or another. Okay. I can't see my keyboard. There we go. Okay, I tell you what. Let's catch up when I'm heading back to Kerbin. Goodbye, Minmus. See you again soon. It's a pretty cool little place. I like Minmus. Okay, about to air brake at Kerbin. All systems appear to be nominal so far. Go and warp on in. Okay, here we go. Okay, should be hitting our periapsis before too long here. Again, I'm using the airbraking calculator that is at alterbaron.github.io/KSP_AeroCalc. A very useful thing to have around. Okay. I didn't know whether I was going to go going prograde or retrograde, so I didn't plug it into the numbers, so that may lead to me not having as accurate a result as I could. I guess I don't need to have the gear down. Somebody might freak out about that. Because people do freak out about having your gear down at inappropriate times. So I want to help those people not have a rectum crunch, or whatever the hell would be the expression for that. Okay, well, I'm not going to get down as low as I would like, but I got plenty of fuel. No worries. No worries, man. Okay, we're in a nice circular orbit around Kerbin, around, what is 80? Yeah. And as you see here, the refueling station is just right back here, so I probably could very easily do a rendezvous with it and trade off some of my unneeded fuel. But in this case, I'm just going to go ahead and head on home. So go ahead and warp around a little bit. That other space station, the Titanic 3 station, was a little bit of a bad doer. I used these passenger modules that could carry a lot of people in it. It's a cool looking station, but unfortunately I blocked the doors, so nobody's on the station can ever get out again. So they're pretty well fucked. They're just going to circle there forever, pretty much. But you know, sometimes in science you have to have a few sacrifices to keep things going. Yeah. Sometimes you forget where the door is and you accidentally block it off, and trapping people forever. Okay. Let's see. Let's go ahead and start breaking in for our return. Return to the surface. Nope, you said that is the right one. Sorry. Brain is not working that well today. Okay, come on. Stick it. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and bring her on home. I said bring her on home. Thank you. Tuck these back. Okay. Kind of a steep descent. I should have started earlier. Come on, engines. Okay, boys, maybe some G-forces here. Hope you don't mind. Okay, and let's go ahead and do an alignment right quick. Point ourselves south. So we can actually be flying over the landing strip, which might be helpful. Yep, that'll work. Alright, let's get pointed back with the flow of the air molecules. Yes. Flying in the same manner as airplanes do. That's sort of the general idea. Come on. Come on. Alright, we're going to go ahead and turn off our nuclear engines. Turn back. Oh. That's a weird configuration. Whatever. Turn back on our air-breathing engines. And prepare to meet up with the atmosphere in a highly volatile and violent manner. Alright, this may take a while. Okay, we should start it here. Okay, we've got a little air braking going on. Does look like from the inside there, buddy. Looks crispy. Oh, and looks like we're out of control. Okay. Looks like we're spinning like crazy. Is what we're doing. Hope you guys don't mind the G-forces. No worries. You only blacked out for a minute there. Behavior is very wonky. I'm not sure why it's doing the whole rubber ball thing, rubber band thing. Rubber airplane thing. It's not used to Kerbin's gravity, I guess. Yeah, structural integrity. Not sure that was a high priority with this thing. Looks like it's wanting to break up. That's what it looks like. Let you know. Those government contractors. Come on, stop doing the silly string thing. It's getting on my nerves. Okay, pretty much we'll just kind of drop toward the ground here for a bit. Actually, we'll turn on the nuclear engine and turn off the jet engines because I want to try to get rid of some of this fuel. It's not happy. It doesn't look like a happy camper to me. Looks like it's wanting to break up. Well, guys, are you starting to rethink whether you should have stayed on Minmus? Might have been a better idea. The good news is I do have a parachute for the command pilot. I don't have parachutes for you guys, though. So you might want to hope that we can pull this off. Alright, let's drop some gears. Yeah, it's looking real iffy in the structural integrity department. Flare out. Not that much. Okay, air brakes. Okay, why did these not work? Thank you. Alright, veer off. Apparently the action group dropped out because half of my air brakes worked and half of them didn't. Alright, well, it's not important. We got the job done. We landed back at the runway where we started off from. And that's it for right now. Until next time, hasta la vista. Adios. Goodbye, little guys. Aren't you happy to be alive? You should be. Okay. Goodbye.